Caelen Carson plays 60 snaps, and rightfully so. He has now completely taken over the job from Caelen, and he's done a great job. Him, Daron Bland, Shavon, Revel. I won't call this a remake of the defensive back room. Like, I still think that the Cowboys could draft a corner. But I gotta say, it was really cool seeing guys be where they're supposed to be, tackle the receiver as soon as the ball is caught, and honestly, play with instincts. I thought that Daron Bland had a really good game. I thought that he bounced back well. And you guys know how I do with these film sessions. I want you guys to pay attention to a few things. Like on this rep that you're about to see on the screen. Okay, this is a 3-match look, and you see Daron Bland come off, that flat look and then bounce back and almost get the interception. Matt Eberflus did a great job of mixing man with zone, with some match stuff, with some Tampa too. He was all over the place in a great way, and guys were where they were supposed to be. I get it, it's the Raiders, but I just wanted to see cohesiveness on defense, and I think that we saw that. Let's get into this secondary. Let's get to the film. All right, looking at the film. Gonna be sorry guys, my little pointer's a little messed up. Gonna be looking at these guys, the secondary, all right? Are they where they're supposed to be? Are they making good decisions? Are they playing with good technique? If they give up a catch, is it a tackle right away? Just the little things, all right? And one thing about Daron Bland, he bounced back in a major way, all right? It's just simple comeback, stop, whatever you want to call it. Watch him break on the ball. And that's the good thing about mixing coverages. It's not all zone. It's not all man. Because I know the answer when zone isn't works like, we'll just go to man. No, let's play the technique right. I think they did a good job with that. And I think that Caelen Carson is playing for this reason right here. Okay. Caelen Carson is not the best athlete, but what you'll see is watch him get hands on this guy. He's physical and he doesn't play like a fish out of water. And look how sticky he is. All right. He's sticky. All right. And it wasn't perfect, but you'll see this, right? With all of these guys, they look like they know what they're doing now. Maybe it was the bye week. Maybe it was, time spent. But zone messes with a lot of quarterbacks. If you don't have the right play called for a zone beater and you don't know what you're doing and the rush starts to get home and you don't have these hot reads, you can be in trouble. Okay, let's look at it. 1, 2. All right, let's look at the guys. I love the way that they use and deployed Reddy Stewart. So, like, they're playing with all these matchups, and I loved it, okay? So, pressure was getting home. Look at his eyes. So, he's still in the zone read. I mean, these are zone drops, okay? Zone drop, zone drop, zone drop. This looks like some form of cover 3, but it may be something different, all right? Let's get hands on him, and let's be sticky. Sticky. Zone, but we know that we could break on this. But as pressure starts to get home, Geno starts to panic. That's why you saw a lot of these swings to Ashton Genty. They threw about 20 swings. Panic, right? Turn, run, rob, locked in. Let's look at it. Sack. Guys are where they're supposed to be. That's all I can ask for. Now, this was a really cool look, all right? They're lining up in Tampa, too. So we got a safety, everything across the board. Now, you may have a scheme to beat this, but it's probably going to be something down here in this flat area, right? That's fine. We'll rally, and run to the ball. It takes great receivers and great schemes, right, to get all up in here. Brock Bowers was their guy, but these are the zones that you want to attack. Well, Malik Hooker's back now. He can rob some of this stuff. They lined up in that Tampa 2 look, and I thought that it was really cool. All right. Well, you have all these long development plays, but this is getting home, and we're in the right zone. That's why I said zone can be ran perfectly. It can be ran correctly, right? Nowhere to go. Funnels the ball here. Let's rally. Let's tackle. Who's that on the tackle? Caelen Carson. He's where he's supposed to be. Get up, celebrate. All right? You like to see some of that stuff. You really, really do. This matchup was the one to watch because the person who could have beat you on their team receiver-wise is Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers had 1,000 yards last year, so this isn't some slouch poo-putt receiver tight end. Like, this guy is good. He's really good. And I thought that, I first of all, I like the little chess piece in the matchup of matching a slot corner with the tight end. Good for you, Matt Eberflus, pressing different buttons. I like that. Don't press the same stuff. Now, you'll notice personal space. So now we're in a hard deck. So when we're in hard deck like this, we pretty much know it's man. If we're playing true man or man bell, whatever the case may be, we know that it's man. Look who it is. Look who's on the field. Let's watch it. All right. Shavon Revel's on the field. And I just want you guys to see, look how he puts his foot in the dirt, runs. Handsy up here, I'll take it. I would rather you play like that than play like Kyer Elam and play soft and not play physical at the point and not get handsy and not press and not do the things. And then look at this right here. Like, Bland just said, no, not today. I want to run this rep back because this is a good rep to me. So when you really watch Bland and when he's at his best is when he's playing technique sound football. All right. Anybody who's played DB knows when these guys are giving you all this Scrabble, all this, the Instagram releases and all that, who can stay square the longest? Stay square. Who's going to stay square the longest? Good DBs stay square. They don't go for any cheese until you actually, make sure y'all know I can spell, till you actually make them move. If you don't make them move, they're not going to go anywhere. Daron Bland, watch this. I just want you guys to watch. Watch this release he tries to do and watch how long he stays square. Release, he's doing all that dancing. Daron hasn't even moved yet. He's doing this dancing. He's flat, first of all, so he hasn't moved him. You have to move that DB. He hasn't moved him. Boom. He's not threatened by any of it. You can get handsy with a big tight end. That's fine. This is football. Boom. What a play. What a freaking play, Daron Bland. And be happy about that because you did have a rough game last game. You had a very rough game. Okay, here we go. Love how he played hard deck. We see that he's in man. Oh, who's this? Shavon Revel getting his feet wet. Okay, look at his long arms. Look at his arms. His arms are literally to his knees. It's crazy. Okay, let's just watch this rep from everybody. Okay, watch him turn to run. He tries to give him a double move like Zach's channel. Nothing. Look at his eyes. He doesn't go anywhere. Look at that. Nothing. He's step for step. Great rep. Great rep. Now the ball funnels down here. I love the tackle by Daron Bland. That's what I was saying. If it's a catch, that's fine. That's part of Matt Eberflus's defense. We believe in his offense. Make them make every right play and tackle. Okay. The problem was, with some of these guys that were in the secondary before, they weren't tackling. So what they were trying to do was they're trying to run interference here. That's why they go in this motion. He's trying to interfere with this. He's trying to rub so we can just get him to the flats. I mean, this one of the oldest tricks in the book, right? That's what they're trying to do. And it didn't hit. He's a good route runner. That's fine. We're sticky here. I told y'all, man, sticky coverage. We're sticky. Boom. We're all rallying to the ball. Okay, and I like this play. Now, there's probably going to be complaints about Logan Wilson on this rep because Gino kind of got him with a 1-2, but I'm just looking at the coverage aspect of it, okay? I'm looking at how we're playing our zones and we're playing it well, okay? These guys are in more of a match situation. It may even be a trap, but I just want you guys to see, okay? So they're going to run like an inverted whip route. All right, so a true whip will be going out this way. They're going to invert this. Boom, whatever you call it in your playbook, that's fine. I just call it an inverted whip. Boom. Go sell the out, and we're going to come back. Look who's right there. Carson isn't forward at all. We're good up here. We're good right here. He has nowhere to go with the ball. Now, I wish that the rush didn't get so wide, and I wish that we kind of closed this off, but I get it. Some of these guys want to get home. Cool. All right, so Gino has nowhere to go with the ball. What happened with this was he took a bad angle. I don't think that he looked slow. He just took a bad angle. That one false step, even if it's Geno Smith, I mean, he's an NFL quarterback. He's right now probably one of the worst in the league, but he's still an NFL quarterback. So if you don't take the right angle, he's just going to run around you. He did that. But it was cool seeing Reddy Stewart trying to come up and clean his clock. So you saw fundies, okay? You saw fundamental football. That's all I could ask for. That's That's the start to getting better. Guys being where they're supposed to be, tackling, doing the things. That's all you could ask for. I really thought that this was a step in the right direction for this secondary. What did you guys think? Who did you guys think played well last night? More film coming your way this week. I love you all. Peace.